Now we're going to start it off with a little bit of a sound cue for episode 28 right here. I'm going to insert
For a minute and start smoking.
No, I won't, but you're always in...
because it's so relatable to the time in which I am feeling this way because I had myself some Dizzy con leche from when I met Dizzy Wright. I finally had my chance to try it, and here we are. We have the show, and we're just going to vibe with each other for the first time in a long time. I feel as I need to address you, the camera, but I'm actually looking at the screen. So this is going to be harder than it seems. I don't mean to rhyme, but it's part of the show. Just like clearing of the throat in the earlier episodes. Unless I'm not becoming self-aware of that, yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. You're here. You're listening in. You know, I feel on that note, I feel like a monopoly. As I speak in the sense of Xbox taking over Activision as of today. What's today? The 22nd? Or no. Ooh, I'm way off. But I am going to get some new headphones. Not for recording, but for playing Xbox, which I might use to record. So we shall see. We shall get more invested with each other as the days go on. As I run out of breath, because that's a long term. I feel overwhelmed right now. I might even reset this episode because this ring light to my left, this ring light to my right is bringing in the circles, and it sounds like first world problems. This is beyond first world problems. I feel like I'm doing a makeup tutorial video and be like, oh, look at this. Do you like touching? You know, okay, put the eyeshadow, make sure everything contours the cheeks very well. We want to catfish the men. That's what we do. No, I don't believe that guys should still be falling for catfish moments. You're stupid. You're stupid if you don't engage in having at least a FaceTime, a Skype, a Zoom, whatever you want to call it. You shouldn't be getting catfish. Ever since 2011, you shouldn't have been getting catfished. Like the whole Mateo, everybody knows that player from Notre Dame. I feel like that was a whole publicity stunt. I don't know if the person's in the NFL still, because a lot of players who were hyped up before they were in the NFL, they never go exceedingly far. It's usually the people from the obscure colleges who have gone on to do Hall of Fame worthy shit. You know, I remember when Tim Tebow was the hot topic just because he kneeled, and after everything, he's like, I pray that I scored this touchdown. Glory to be. Like, calm down, buddy. All right, go to baseball. All right, we're not falling for it. You're falling for it, just like everybody else. You know, I don't get into that topic. The worst thing you can do, and I think getting into the topic of religion is getting worse than getting to politics. They're both circular in their own way because people have their own very swayed views of whatever they were brought up with or taught from this side of the spectrum to that side of the spectrum. You know, you're both trying to convince each other that you're right, and it's no longer an argument. It's more or less, I'm telling you, I'm not debating. You know, let's keep it civilized here. And I don't think I'll ever address that on the podcast of doing religion. Because me, myself, I am very taken back by it. Whether you're Catholic, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, or any of that. I'm not here to convince you. You know why? You want to know why I'm not here to convince you? Because I don't read it myself, okay? If I did read it myself, a little bit more engaged, maybe I'd be like, hey, knocking on the door. But yeah, even then, you know, like, and for instance, like whenever I hear somebody talk about doing their sacraments before their wedding, what are you talking about there, boy? You're having sex out of wedlock anyways. Might as well not even do it, you know? Who are you trying to fool? You're trying to fool yourself at the end of the day. It sounds nice to whisper into somebody's ear condescendingly, and I can see why you want to get into an argument with somebody about religion to make yourself feel smart. Sorry. I just have to take a step back. Okay, I went from monopolizing video game software and video game developers to a religious conversation. I'm all over the place. I'm high. I'm a little bit high. It doesn't cross your mind that you're high in the middle of it, you know. You go and you test some speakers out and you're like, damn, this sounds better than this sounds better than it usually does. And that's when you're fully immersed into that verse of it. You know. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people who out there who do smoke a little bit of the ganja and I don't know what other weird things you like to do. I know there's people who like to do cough syrup, you know, to each his own, but at the same time, you know, all in moderation. Watch it with the bath salts. Does anybody remember about the bath salts? The guy who ate somebody's face off? Did we ever see any pictorial evidence about that? Did we? I don't know. It was around that time about the Ebola scare and zombies were coming about. You know, whoever gets a hold of these behind the scenes footage from Hollywood movies and then turns it into propaganda, you are the biggest asshole in the world. Hands down. Because you can say what you want about normal trolls on the internet, but you have to be a special type of person to put out that type of propaganda and that type of fear factor type of scares. I truly want to shake that person's hand, just like how I seen in that video the other day. And I'm going to cue that up in a sound if I had it programmed to the keyboard, because I can change this up right now. Right now, we have nothing but Gordon Ramsay cues from the UK rants, because everybody knows that Gordon Ramsay UK is better than Gordon Ramsay US, because if it was going to be Gordon Ramsay US Hell's Kitchen, it'd be beep, 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 beep. Oh, you fucking beep, 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 beep. Censored up everywhere. You'd hear the what is going to happen to Kelly's Kitchen? I don't know. Chef Ramsay, you're in denial, love. What are you doing? Chef Ramsay, I just don't know what to do anymore. Do you have any idea what your mom has been through? She's given you 5 different loans. Well, you know, whenever I inherited the restaurant, I really just didn't know what I was doing. Then why are you the head chef? Well, then you do it. And then he storms off. That's every episode. Close to every episode, but example right here.
Thank fuck for that. It's finally come out.
I use that in a sample for a song. Any which one I will press on here, and I keep.
Yeah, ridiculous. Come on. He's busting his ass off there. You're outside smoking. Take the order of 6, please.
How relevant is that soundbite? And I swear to God, when I export these out and they don't go to where I need them to be, and the computer decides to be like, hey, you don't need that there, and doesn't read it properly. And for all my Logic users, for any of my DAW users, digital audio workstation, wow. Did he just go to college for a couple months to do some audio training? Oh, wow. Spend thousands of dollars doing this type of shit and that type of... You find yourself, especially in college, you don't find depends who you are if you find yourself in college. Unless you're going to end up with existential dread and be like, shit, I can't find a job in a thing I've spent so much money on and dedicated my whole life to. Might as well work at a pizza shop. Oh, this beautiful, beautiful land we call America. Because I'll tell you, money is the most important thing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah. I think that's my most insightful thing for you. Money prioritizes on top of other things. Hurts friendships, hurts relationships. It can dictate a lot of things around in your life. Because you can tell me those quotes all live long day. If you're not doing it for the passion, the money, da 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 da, that's what keeps me doing it. Granted, that is true. But you still have a level of privilege that keeps you doing that. You get what I'm saying? There's a privilege part to it. And I'm not talking in the sense of white privilege, because I don't believe it exists. And everybody will fight me to the end of the earth for it. I believe money privilege exists. It just happens to be predominantly a lot of white people have money. But a lot of races have money. It's all classism at the end of the day. That's my point of view. From my particular point of view, my love, I'm going to give it to you unbiased and uncut and raw, without having to say derogatory terms, because I don't believe in insulting people. I don't know why I'm whispering so much. Maybe because I hear things outside the door, and I hear tiny little people in my head. No. You might have DID, dissociative identity disorder. Says who? You, the guy on YouTube? You're just as bad as WebMD. I'm trying to get back on my whole topic, damn, about the fact that I'm wearing this Call of Duty hat, and Activision is now under Microsoft's Thanos gauntlet glove. Just like, people compare them to Disney. But I don't think Sony gets as much love as they should. And maybe I'm biased to it because I'm using a Sony camera, and I believe Sony cameras are the cleanest looking, hands down. You can fight me on that. A Nikon, a Canon. I will agree with you that a Canon does look good, better in pictures. Maybe that's just because somebody knows how to work the ISO, the shutter, and all the other shit. Like, for instance, somebody could be watching this is like, look at the color grade. What is that? Okay, did you check your shutter speed? Is it 1/125 5f or f5.6? Oh God, it looks terrible. There's always a stickler out there, and I'm glad somebody commented on the last podcast for my crazy side hustles, and the guy was telling me, thanks, this inspired me to why am I even paraphrasing it? You know why I'm paraphrasing it? Because I would look on my phone instead of close my eyes, but no, I'm out in the free world here. Look at this cracked screen. And everyone's like, what did you do? Did you throw it? Were you mad? No, I wasn't mad, okay? I'm far from it. I was actually having a good night. I went and jogged over, gave somebody their pizza, doing a little bit of DoorDash here and there. And guess what happens? Go to open the door, clips my hand, and then slides underneath the car. I'm like, oh, shit. I got more damage done to me on top of that because I went to go open my door while diving underneath. So I hit the corner of the door, hits my forehead, and I was like, oh, shit. And I got the guy at the hotel lobby looking at me. I'm concierge. This is actually Tower 2. You need to go to Tower 1. Oh, do I? It's around the corner. When somebody tells you around the corner, get back in your car. Don't fucking run in the middle of the strip to do that. My advice, coming from personal experience, don't do that. Because you'll have people going, I can't whistle. Hey, come over here. Hey. Jogging with the fucking pizza. Hey, not even the right guy. I don't know who he's haggling or who he's catcalling, okay? Okay, I may look like a snack. I may look good, but I don't look as good as some of these women. Like, for instance, the MILFs at the Costco and the Best Buy baddies. I don't look as good as them, okay? No matter how much you want to tell me I do, you might as well lie straight through your teeth. Well, let's back it up a little bit, okay? I think the only reason I would say I look like a snack is because of confidence. And it all comes down to confidence at the end of the day, no matter who you are. You know, that's trying to get that, trying to get whatever's in my teeth. And I'm going to point that out so the camera, so people can be watching the video like, what is that? What the fuck is that? Yeah, you said you were a snack. You look like a piece of shit to me. Well, you know, at times my personality can be, I can be toxic. I can be a little detached emotionally. You know, it comes with the territory. You're told, you know, don't cry, suck it up, man up. And I do agree with those statements. I'm not going to be one who's going to come at you like with a barrage of memes. You see, this is why we can't cry as men, okay? Fucking, we don't get compliments, we don't get flowers. No shit. Shit, you want? What are you gonna do with flowers? Some girls don't even like getting flowers. I'll tell you right now, just based off experience, you get the wrong flowers, you know, they're just like, oh, what am I gonna do with this? Water it with this food, and they'll appreciate it. They really do if they have the botanist in them. But if they don't, these are nice, and then they're dead in the next day. Null and void, my friend. You don't want flowers. That's not what I'm saying. It's the fucking principle, okay? Women got it easier than guys. On some point. On some point. All right? Let me tell you where they got it easier, okay? In social media promotion, yes, they do. And the only reason why they have it easier is there's a bunch of freaking hormonal 12-year-olds on there. It's like, does she have an OnlyFans? I'll use my parents' credit card to make sure I can pay that $14.99 a month. I don't post nudes. I post implied nudity, and what's another one? Like, it was like a risque. No, not risque. It's risque mixed with God, I can't freaking place it. The ones where they wear the mask, like it's New Orleans and Eyes Wide Shut parties. You know, old guy's gonna come out with a robe, mask covered up, can't see his enlarged prostate wiener and shit, and like can't barely piss. You ever go next to an old guy when he's pissing? It's kind of one of the most strenuous things you can hear. It sounds like he's lifting something. He's like, ugh. Oh man, that shit was painful. I hope to never get that age. I hope to be like the dad from Shang-Chi, you know. Look like you're age 50 for 1,000 years. He's like, my name is Wen Wu. Yeah, you take the rings off and get your wife killed, asshole. Yeah, but where I'm going back to that, where women do have it easier because simps and I guess incels are a little bit on that spectrum. And the incel before they turn incel to where they're like, they get their heart broken, where they got to make a Instagram post where it's like, she broke my heart. Like, oh my God, I can't tell you. I'm about to fucking cringe. You know, I'm on a constant cringe. I have a cringe meter that just is at the threshold every time. Anytime I open Instagram Reels, and it's some guy having a video with him and his girlfriend, like, oh, let's cuddling. You know, typical couple shit. And then it transitions with a Pop Smoke song. It's like, come on. It's like, we were supposed to build an empire together. Now I got to build it on my own. Yeah, we all got a dimly lit gym. Look at the tricep. Or anytime I hear a little baby and it's like, got a big body, well, got a good game. And then Louis backpack in the God, if you only knew. Yeah, I get it. That's probably the only thing on my algorithm. My Instagram thinks that's all I'm going for. You know, just because you go to the gym a couple times a week, it doesn't mean I'm gonna post videos like this. You're not gonna tempt me to fucking sound cue myself with a Lil Baby song. You know, or Pop Smoke. Like, Domino. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Getting ripped. Bitch broke my heart. That's the worst, man. Oh man, we all, I'm guilty of it. I feel like we're all guilty of it. After you get dumped, you're like, I'm gonna go work out. That's what you fucking get. You haven't seen the best of me. If you can't deserve me at my worst, if you can't, what the fuck is it? If you can't have me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Oh, shut up. Yeah. But you'll learn later on. Or you won't. I don't know who you are. Maybe you're listening, maybe you're not. I just need you to stop. Stop where you are. Just for the sake of me. I'm being selfish. Because, I'm just tired of seeing the oversaturation of it. Just like how you're seeing the oversaturation of podcasts. I get it. You don't like to hear people ramble. You don't like to hear people and their stupid ass opinions. Difference is, you don't have a fucking barrage of the cycle of the TikTok and the Vine, the endless stream. Keep scrolling, inducing all adult ADHD. Yeah, I'm walking by in the living room watching my mom. She watches those videos of people who kind of give the health advice. Some of them are good. Some of them are complete fucking talking out of their ass. It might as well just be me giving you the health advice, or just the insight. Not to degrade what I'm saying, but I'm just giving you a disclaimer to not take me so seriously. Because the moment you take me seriously, you've lost. You've already lost 10 times out of 10. I'm not gonna give you that last round. Unanimous ass whooping you're taking in life if you take me serious. Man, can I catch my breath real quick? Let me drink some Aquafina. She's low key hot on a little bit. It doesn't seem like it, but I think Aquafina's hot on a Tuesday. And when I say hot on a Tuesday, I mean she can be hot randomly. She dolls herself up a little bit more than usual because she still looks good with the tomboy look, but like if she wears the right contour, just the right clothing, just it fits the shoulders right, fits like just the whole body, and she's like, whoa, why have I not pursued her? Oh man, that's one of the worst feelings right there, is if you don't pursue the right girl. You go after the nut jobs of the world, and you spend your whole time just like, maybe one day she'll like me, maybe she'll love me as much as I love her. No, she will not, unless you're in a Ryan Reynolds movie and she's Amy Smart. We're just friends. But I was throwing myself at him because he was Ryan Reynolds, and I was trying to fucking slurp him off. But not when he was a chubster. Not when his fupa was taking up, a couple inches. I didn't want to duck my head underneath and I write love letters. Gross. Am I in your ear with that shit? I hope not. I hope Ness. I hope yes. What is hope Ness? Am I earthbound? Well, maybe now. I'm kind of sweating this weed off, even though I had 2 hits. And big shout out to Dizzy Wright. Let me pull the bag up, because I'm presenting more things because I realized I'm on a medium that I can show you the video, and it's not just audio. But right here, what I have. Am I allowed to show this on YouTube? Is the council guideline? Yeah, I'm just showing a jar. Either way. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. Dizzy Wright, Dizzy con leche. And I was gonna message him and be like, what was the strain of this? But yeah, it's indica. This is for educational purposes. This is not for children. Good, okay. I just had to make sure I wasn't gonna ban you. Even though you see weirder shit on here, if you really dig deep onto YouTube, you're gonna see some weird shit. No. All right, put it away. Put it down. You don't need it. Yeah, but the day comes to where you're packing your mom a bowl inside of an apple, and you realize, holy shit, I found out how to do this, like, indirectly. It's like when Neo found out he knew Kung Fu. Like, I was just through just watching friends who have packed apples, you know? Like, damn. I guess the science behind it, but me, I felt like, oh shit, I'm a type of engineer, I guess. You gotta poke the breather hole, and then poke the top hole, and then the other bottom hole. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how, like, amazed I was by myself. Or when there's another time to where I, like, took out all the tobacco out of a cigarette and then packed the weed myself. I feel that I undermine my talents for stupid shit, That's another word of advice I'd give you. Don't undermine your talents. Keep pursuing what you're going to pursue. What else are you going to do? All right. That's another thing. When somebody tells you you should stop doing a certain thing, then ask what the fuck they do. This is going to be a test of that. That's like, what do you do? What qualifies you to be the critic? You're simply just the audience, but what qualifies you to be the critic above all critics? Because critics do have a place in this medium. They keep things in order and in check. But if you're gonna criticize for the act of just to be an asshole, what do you do? What do you watch? Hulu? You watch Netflix? That's what I do. I go to work and I binge some shit. This looks pretty funny. That's pretty good. Oh, this is complete dog shit, Do you have a hobby? Do you do anything else? You provide a service. I'm glad you do. But this is just talk. This is just straight talking to my fellow creators. Whatever you do, internet, no internet, it's uplifting talk. I feel like I need to do that every so often in these podcasts. Not only just for you, but for me. Let me throw out the honesty card there. Who would have knew? Episode 28 we'd be hitting some real high notes. I feel like my breathing pattern is like Christopher Walken, so I still might be a little high. They tell me that Hold up. Pause. That is going to be the first time I throw a jump cut into one of these because I totally lost my train of thought. And we're going back forward to minute 28, where, I feel this is the strangest part of my life, that weed actually made me feel better for the first time. This is kind of nice because in the instance of having, I guess, those moments of, no clarity, a little too much clarity, where you disassociate, especially when you drink coffee. Man, you drink coffee and disassociate, man. That's a vibe in itself. Feels like you're watching a movie from, like, the back seat of the back seat. Like, you're on set, but you also have that element of, like, you're reevaluating the movie as it's being edited. Strange shit. That's the best way I'm trying to throw that out there. And this is caught in real time, man. Oh, shit. I think I'm going to end it off right there. We had a good time, beautiful time. And I'm going to insert more of these sound cues because this shit's too fun to do.
In a minute and start smoking. Regardless of what table she was
Well, which one are we going to end it off on? Hold up. Because I got to make one specifically for the podcast. Because this was a Humpday recap.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah. And, leaving on that note right there, You can email the podcast at egojamespodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram, which is egojames_NTP. And there you go. You have a straight line to me, because the other one gets flooded with thought bots and a myriad of other crazy shit. Like I had friends, or friends who I thought were friends, messaging me to give me your Cash App and give me your phone. You know, I addressed that on the last podcast, but man, it's creepy shit, man. You don't even know who you're talking to anymore. And then when you request on that FaceTime, that's why I don't date on the internet. Leave it at that. Ugh. Turn it off. Get me the fuck out of here.